Live.
Really?
I've just hit the button.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting.
I'm
for it to
waiting.
come up.
I'm waiting.
Fucking waiting.
You went
British.
proper southern then.
I'm sorry. Jay rubs off on me like that whenever we play Call of Duty together. We are live, actually.
Told you that.
That just sounded completely wrong.
What?
Jay
rub-
That's why we call it running.
I
right?
rub off on him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Way to
No
kick
wonder his
off.
snoring never bothered him.
I was going to say, what a way to kick off a show, telling everyone that you two rub off against each other.
Oh boy. We're in for a treat today. Oh,
He's on the
boy.
toffee apple. I take it that was on special offer after Halloween.
Don't know. It's not toffee apple, it's toffee ale.
Toffee.
Monster.
Yeah, minus the peas. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 91 of the Super Awesome Vape Show, the show where the episode numbers don't matter, and neither do our opinions. So I'm gonna nominate Aiden to go through chat real quick. So get your shout out requests in real quick, and Aiden I think is gonna run through in a couple seconds and shout everyone out.
We have got the wonderful Chris Earl, nice to see you. Dan Demore, nice to see you, brother. Derek Grant. We've got Stuart, yo, yo, yo. Or as he says, ho, ho, ho. We've got the White Walker himself. We have got Jay Jerry, nice to see you, brother. Michael Sherrington. The Ronster, Ron Campbell. We've got the wonderful Vaping with Vic. Hi. We've got Colette, big love. JP Vape Reviews. Pud Puff, hope you're okay and got rid of the Solomes. Vaping with Irish, always nice to see you. Katrina Whitlock. And we've got Mark and M, always nice to see Mark and M. And Craig Campbell.
And me.
And the wonderful
I just couldn't type.
Live Vaping Chill.
What is that sweater you got on there, Jake?
This is my Yeti.
Oh.
Look, my Christmas sweater is a Yeti.
Okay,
Do you
that makes
want- And above the
a lot
clouds.
of sense.
Do you want to see this shit?
Oh my god, you're a bumble.
I'm a Yeti.
You're a
more like a not yet,
Oh
eh?
man.
Fucking looks like the Yeti's eating a big lunch.
What, the badger?
Yep.
Prank.
Mike doesn't need a sweatshirt for that. He just
No.
is.
You nailed that then. I've tried doing that, but I just end up choking.
It sounds different when you have vape in your mouth too.
But it sounds even worse when you've got stuff in your mouth.
Oh, come on, you guys. Super awesome innuendo show. Super awesome double entendre show.
Oh, shit balls.
Ellie wants two of them.
So now we know what Jay's drinking. Anyone else drinking anything spectacular? Michael?
I've had a couple of San Miguel's watching the football with my wonderful father. He went and picked my stuff up and moved it around for me because obviously I broke my hand. Absolute wonderful daddy. And I decided I was going to have a little bit of vodka tonight.
Oh, fuck.
I'm on the glass.
We're fucked.
Everybody.
Oh, shit.
I've only got a small bottle.
I'd just like to say, guys,
small
thank you
bottle.
very much. It's been an honour serving with you lot doing SAVS. If we get banned because of Aiden. Oh, shit.
It's only a small bottle. It's not like we're doing a litre.
Not this
Not
time.
like we're doing a liter. What? You mean like this?
Yeah. I love them moonshine bottles.
Moonshine bottles?
I was watching that Moonshiners, which I quite like. It's
That's
on
banging.
History Week. I really do like it. So I thought, do you know what I fancy doing? I think about, do you know what, I'm going to get one of them little, what they called when you actually do it. You put it on your cooker. And
Demijohn.
then you do it like, get your mashings, let it settle.
Like
and
a
then
still?
You distill it, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're about between £79 and 100 and something. You can actually buy one that you put on your actual cooker and boil it up and it distills it all out. I quite fancy doing it. I am splashing out, Stuart.
There's a minor chance that it could explode.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, knowing me.
Aiden comes in the next week, just no facial hair, no eyebrows.
Yeah. looking
don't
like
wanna
the
talk about
Grinch.
it.
A new fucking lid. That was the pan lid.
Who the fuck is
Yeah,
Popcorn Sutton?
stuck in his head.
He looks like popcorn Sutton. Yeah,
Who the fuck
he
is-
were an old moonshiner.
Oh my god.
Nice to see you, Dave. Hope you okay, brother?
Wow.
Give us a review then.
The aroma coming from this is sensational. Like it's.
Pull your mic closer.
I said the aroma coming from this.
Sorry,
it's
everybody with microphone.
it's sensational. Like, oh my god, it just smells like
Proper toffee.
proper toffee.
Proper toffee.
Proper toffee.
It's got a very caramel-esque tones there.
I love Jay's adjectives.
That's really good.
Yeah, you
It's
can
quite-
buy it just off there, the moonshine, but I fancied like trying to blow myself up with
It's
it.
quite dark. It's very nice. Know your limits. Yeah. Aiden.
What's the alcohol by volume?
4.8. So ain't
It's not strong, is it?
not really. It's nice. Doesn't say nothing about it.
Jay, just drink it. You ain't a wine taster.
No, because it ain't fucking wine. Whoever said that.
It was Vic.
Vic.
There's a word for being a beer expert.
And it ain't me. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what Proggy's name is. A prognophile.
That is nice. No
Probably
beer,
fine.
not beard.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got it
And-
the wrong way around.
And
Yeah,
it's a
paganophile.
paganophile.
See,
Oh, speaking
when we
of-
first ever met him years ago, it were in Nottingham. It were like at an expo, and my wife was with me. So first time I met him, and obviously my brother knew him. He called him Proggy. He says, "What's your actual name?" And he went, "A prognophile." And I looked at Lou first because obviously I thought he said what it sounded like. And then when I said, "What does that actually mean?" And he went, "It's a lover of beers." And I thought he says beers, but he wants it with beards. Yeah, quite funny.
Paganophile. We need to get Poggy back on here. So
How's
shall
he
we
doing
go
with his
around the
shop?
room? Shall we go around and talk about what we're vaping on this evening?
If we must.
You can make it from potatoes and a pressure cooker.
I don't trust that. I don't know. It just sounds like,
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Anything with pressure and Jay, just no.
Not me.
under pressure.
I'm not making moonshine.
For me, it's going to be another business.
it's
The
the
yo
fucking-
yo yo moonshine.
Oh my god. You know you can actually go to that place called Wilkinson's, and you can buy all brewing gear.
Yeah, I've got all the brewing kits.
Of course you fucking have. Be stupid of me to think otherwise.
Yeah, I've done loads of that. I've even done 7-day wine.
What?
Yeah,
7-day wine.
any vapes?
How did,
7-day wine.
how did it taste?
It tastes like paint stripper, if I'm totally honest with you.
Did it get
I
you
drank
fucked?
30 bottles in 7 days.
What, you drunk 30 bottles?
No, I didn't know. It was Christmas.
Oh, so you made 30 bottles in 7 days?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Obviously, the more you let it ferment, let it stand, it a lot better. But I've done the proper way. I've done the beers and.
Did you
I've
do it
done
with
the wine.
grapes and all that?
No. It comes in a bag, so it'll come in like a syrup.
Ah, that's fucking cheating.
See, I didn't do it as the mashings. I've never done it as the mashings. I've done it with a syrup.
We should let's make Hayden into like a just booze manufacturing plant. Like, let's buy him a still. Let's buy him a wine, like a proper wine, like making kit, a beer making kit. Just,
And then we'll give it out.
and then a pamphlet about Alcoholics Anonymous.
That's horrible. I'll be walking back in the God, he's here again. He's
You got-
here again.
Ain't you got to be careful with all that, because you can give yourself fucking poisoning.
No, not if you do it properly.
Well, obviously,
You've got to
you
obviously
do
everything's
then.
got to be sterile and you obviously wait the time it's got to be done. I've never had any problem. We've had some really good results, some really nice wines, and I've had some lovely beers as well. Guinnesses, I've done stouts.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh. Can imagine just
Really
dropping a dark bar of chocolate and some coffee beans in that.
but when I was really into it, I actually got like the big barrels and used to gas them and everything when I was really into it.
Jeez.
You used to be able to get kits for like £4.95. They started taxing it so that it went up, but like £4.95 and you'd get 40 pints. They're a bit dearer now.
£40.
Like 12 quid.
Yeah, but 12 quid for 40 pints. Mate, the average pint price down there is like fucking 4.10. Surely.
Well, yeah, well, it all depends if you're in a working men's club. We've got a lager over here and a bitter for 2 quid.
Oh, I was going to say it's about 2 quid at lodge.
Yeah, but that's at the fucking Dib Lodge.
Are you actually in a lodge?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it like the?
So am I.
The,
I'm in the lodge cabin.
what sort of lodge is it then?
Masonic.
What, is that like the? I can't think of what I'm on about.
Freemasons.
The great
Freemasons
of
and the other
good.
ones.
The great of good.
Yeah, the ones that rule the whole earth.
Yeah.
Masons.
You know, you must have seen that Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
That is
New World
Mike.
Order. Yeah.
That is Mike.
Mike.
Homer Simpson.
He looks good in the
Oh,
cloak.
I want to be in the club.
Do you have to do some silly handshake or something, or? Hop up
No,
all
it's
night?
not about that.
No, it's not all about that.
It's an ancient order. My grandfather was a Mason.
Well, yeah, well, they had a lot to do with Oak Island as well, didn't they? Was it Roosevelt as well? He were a Mason.
Supposedly. Supposedly.
There's a lot of presidents that were in like secret societies and whatnot.
You go, babe, step.
Yeah.
George Bush was in, or George Bush Jr. was in Skull and Bones, which is secret society.
The banking shit and all that shit was formed by whatever it was, by secret society bullshit in
Yeah,
America.
Well, banking with the Rothschilds, wasn't it?
It's all the same
Those
thing.
Skull and Bones, weren't they to do with one of the upper market schools? One of the posh schools over there.
He does. Benny Bates does the heating in Leeds Masonic Lodge.
And watch JFK to 9/11 doc. Really good about secret society and governments. Dun dun dun.
I love
Conspiracies.
Yeah. Actually,
love
Vaping Irish has a really good point. He says, "Not very secret if we know about them." Fair play.
Shit
they have one of the Masons
conspiracies.
lodges over the road, and what they do is they turn the cameras round and they block all the door out,
Ooh.
so people can't see. I always want to know what they're doing. I'm thinking, why are they bringing a chicken and a goat in there?
There you go. Check your PM, Aiden.
Check my PMs.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the code now. He's got the secret code.
Before you know it, I'll be coming onto it and doing some.
He
like,
says,
sort of jiggy
"Stop
jig
talking
dance."
about it. They're coming to kill you now."
Yes.
Jada shot the doobie doopie doop. Jada shot the doobie doopie doop. Jada shot the doobie doopie doop. Jada shot.
Yeti.
There's a Yeti in my spaghetti doop doop. There's a Yeti in my spaghetti
I
doop.
think it's just a big old gay orgy. It probably is.
Oh my god! Now they're coming after Tetley, man. Let's see. I have like, I don't know, 40 different caps back there, probably.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
The only way I can explain to masonry to people outside of it is it's basically Boy Scouts for men that do a lot of charity work.
Well, there you go.
That's what it's all about, really.
That's
I'll tell you what, I've seen some of the motherfuckers
pretty
who are walking there, and there's no way I can see them in a tent.
But anyways, let's talk about. We're like 20 minutes in. We haven't even talked anything about vaping. So let's talk about vaping.
I am vaping. Does that count?
Kind of. Now the big question is, what are you vaping?
Oh, I'm going first then, I take it. So, I am on the Snowwolf A-Fang, which actually pisses me off, to be quite fair. I'm just going to put it out there, it really gets on my fucking nerves. Every time I put a fully charged battery in it, I fucking burn the coil out 'cause it's too powerful for it. It's not regulating the battery properly. So I have to put part charged batteries in there. And in that, I've got some Fat Mango from Fat Fogs and I have got my Puxus, Aspire Puxus single 21700 battery box with the Hell Vape MD on top. Oh yeah, rebuildable RTA, mouth to lung, very good. And in that I have got some good old trusty Just Juice Kiwi Cranberry 10 milligram. And I've got my Boost, which is one of the pre-production model Boosts, and it is the 3 mil capacity tank. And in that I've got some Element Strawberry Whip 20 mg in that. But okay, just to let you guys know, anybody that's got the Boost and it's got the bung inside, you can remove it. There's 2 ways to remove the bung. You have to turn it upside down, take the coil out. You can either get a corkscrew on its side, corkscrew, because one bit will be really thick and the other bit will be really thin. So the bit that's thick with the big bit of silicone, corkscrew into it, pop it out. If you haven't got a corkscrew, you've got to use it once, so the juice lubricates the silicone. Get a screwdriver in there and then pop it out, and then eventually it will just pop out. Long nose pliers, pull it out. It's relatively easy. It's a lot easier compared to the NXT, which was a fucking nightmare. So just letting you know, it can be debunged.
Vaping Irish says, ouch, corkscrew in the bung.
That's it, Nick. Double entendre show.
So I'll pass it over to Mike, sitting there taking up all the fucking limelight talking.
Cheers, cunt.
All right, no one wants to know your life story. Moving on, Ada. No, I'm joking.
Got the Minikin V2 Kodama with the Fatality M25.
That does look nice, to be fair.
In that, I've got some Enigma, and then I've got the what's it called? The Dove Po Odin with the Vapors Cloud Dreadnought.
Flash bastard.
Dot coil mode with the Falcon Triple Mesh, and in that I've got the Wicklicker Boulevard.
Ooh.
How big is that bottle?
Juggernaut.
150 mil for that one.
150?
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you never
Oh,
had
God.
juggernauts over there?
We don't have those over
In
here.
fact, do you know what? That can actually hold about 210 mil.
Yeah.
You can get 6 nick shots in that.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd say 5.
Damn. Wow.
But yeah.
I want that in my life.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Corkscrews and
I'll
bungs.
pass it over to Aiden.
Get in there, Michelle.
What am I on? I am on the Magma box, which is really nice apart from janky buttons. On the Snow Wolf Mark, the Mark tank, which is absolutely fun. I keep saying every week, the flavour from this is absolutely corking.
Is that that?
What?
Yeah, I've got one of them. A low power sub-ohm mesh coil. 30 watts, and it kicks like a 60, 70 watt
Does
tank.
You can check out the review. It is on my channel, Little Bro Vapes Reviews. It is absolutely corking. Really, really good. And the flavour is on point. Really good flavour. And in that, I have got some Perfect Vape Mighty Fruit. This is the Kiwi Strawberry Ice, which is quite nice. Then I've got the Stars Romeo. Roger, Roger, in and out, Roger.
What the
Look at that.
fuck?
What? Does that even stand up?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Stand the fucker up.
It does stand up, but it doesn't stay there for long if you bang it.
No banging it then,
Obviously.
Aiden.
Don't bang it.
I'm not going to be sticking any bung in it or anything like that. And in that, I've got
Yeah, don't
some
stick it in your bung.
Vampire Vapes 20mg Vampto, which is obviously a Vimto, which is quite nice. Then I've got the Blitz M1911 with the Wasp Nano on top with some... And this stuff is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not really into dessert stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Is off the record, and I don't know what this stands for, LAMF. I don't know what it stands for, but it's the strawberry cheesecake. And it is absolute gorgeous stuff.
Oh, I got some of that.
I would
Mate,
imagine
crack it
MF
open.
means
You're getting the strawberry off, and then as you on the exhale, you're getting like the creamy cheesecake. It is beaut.
Lamp.
And also, we're sort of testing this vape anywhere. So basically,
Please demonstrate.
I'm going to demonstrate. It's a bag that you vape into.
Better than Nick's fucking wet whistle everywhere in the hotel. That's for sure.
Oh, you mean this?
That's janky thing, that is.
So you vape into the bag. That's how it goes.
Right, have you got another one of them?
Yeah.
I want you to open one. I want to see what's inside it.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that yet.
Fuck.
Wait till I've used it for a bit, because I actually want to see the inside bit of it.
Alright, go on.
What flavour was that? LMAF?
Yeah,
LAMF.
it's a strawberry cheesecake, and it's like an American style, and it's got them graham crackers underneath it.
Okay.
LAMF. I ain't got a clue what that stands for. Please, Los Angeles motherfucker. Probably.
Yeah.
But off the record liquid. That's me done. I'll pass it over to the wonderful Nick. What are you vaping on, brother?
I am not vaping nicotine today. I'm being a very good boy.
Loud ass motherfucker.
I call bullshit. Mate, have
Okay,
you
I
right,
will
let me
show
ask
you.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you been playing Call of Duty?
Yes.
I'm calling bullshit right now.
I swear to God. Okay,
Fuck
ready?
off.
Here's my setups. I have the Mesh 2, Vandy Vape Mesh 2 on top of the Nunchaku with some Straw Cherry Blow E-Liquids, 0 milligram. As you can see, 0.0. Next one is the Coil Turd, an RDA for vaping on top of the Arcless Mech Life mod.
That
Or
looks
Mech
really
Life
nice. That.
Arcless mod.
Looks
In
like a
here.
torch, doesn't it?
Huh?
Oh,
You know, with a grit.
Yeah. It's got the, like the
you
yeah,
me
it does
do
look
my
like a
stream.
torch.
I'll come see
Yeah, it looks
that.
really good, that.
I've got this in there, a
Right,
liquid
this one.
for vaping. Notice no warning on the back. It doesn't even say that doesn't say 0 milligram, but I assure you, there's no nicotine in there. Because anyone can tell you a normal bottle has a big old warning on the front. Next, I have Twister Kit. Yes, I'm still vaping on the stupid Twister Kit. And in there, I have some freshly squeezed fruit vapes, strawberry peaches, 0 milligram. And last but not least, Widowmaker RTA on top of the Warlock's Hammer.
Jay, mute yourself.
Mute yourself. Oops.
No, you muted yourself on the stream, not on the thing.
And finally, 0 milligram honeydew strawberry.
Ooh.
There. See? All 0 milligram. Finally doing it.
Did you get a couple of bottles sent though from your mate that you had to get through before? Well, that was last week, wasn't it? Have you got through that?
Already gone.
Are you feeling any stress levels with it, or are you feeling?
This is basically day 1.5.
Yeah.
So yesterday I finished off the bottle of 3 milligram, and now I've been doing nothing but 0 for the past
Bullshit.
day and a half, or well, basically 24 hours now.
See, I've been enjoying my Nick salts with the vampire stuff. You know, like 20 milligram, and you know, in the morning when you want it, I've just like proper. Really enjoyed it. I've had it in the PAL 2 Pro.
Fuck yeah.
I've right
This one
enjoyed
has
it.
nicotine in it though.
See? Calling bullshit. Ah, look, knew it.
Oh!
60 milligram, Bosch.
No, it's 10 milligram, dude. It's 12 monkeys.
3 monkeys.
Just think that's your day and a bit gone. Just there.
It's like, okay, if you smoke a cigarette like 3 days after you quit smoking, it's not really like you don't start over that day. You know, it's like, oh, push the date up. Just had a little slip up, that's all.
I'm sure that works for alcoholics as well. It's all right. I didn't have a drink until for a year and a half, but I just got absolutely leathered on a
I fell off the wagon a little bit. I'm jumping back on it after Christmas.
after Christmas. Yeah. But I ain't had a drink for 15 years.
I don't
TBD,
feel
that's
any
it, brother.
different, though. It needs 3 days to get out of my system. Nicotine.
3 days? Fuck me. Well, how many days do I need to get nicotine out
You
of
need
my
about
system?
3 months now at this point without that much Nick salt in you.
Please tell us in chat if anybody else is sort of going down the zero Nick level. We all know that the Christmas time's coming up and it's massively stressful, especially if you're a parent.
It's honestly not that bad because I get the sensation of throat hit from sometimes after the flavor, like lemon flavors and stuff like that, but also it could be the heat factor. So this one is a really rowdy build in here. So for me, it's like it doesn't feel any different other than I just know that it doesn't have nicotine in it.
Longest I went without nicotine was 4 days, and I am not doing that again. I was like a proper bear with a sore head.
This motherfucker here, 0 in direct to lung and 6 mg in MTL.
Mike, you need to go into the woods again and just do 0 and just clean your system out.
A bear in the
I'll go
woods.
into the woods again, but fuck the 0.
Tried and failed. 0 Nick. Nah, people around me like having Alex without
That
me.
must mean Mike Sasbo's up for going in the woods so he can go back in. Yeah, no, I can go from 0 to 20 milligrams. Me, I can vape 0 quite happily, but I do like sometimes if things are a little bit stressful, I do like a bit of a nick it.
So someone's just said 0 nicotine, no flavor. Nicotine makes flavors pop.
I feel like that's
Do you
more
ag-
true for dessert flavors than for fruit flavors, because fruit flavors, I don't see that much difference in between 0 and 3.
Nah, that's why you can do literally shake and vape with the fruity flavors. Like
No
dessert,
steeping necessary.
desserty flavors. I tend to leave them a little while if I can. If I've just nicked up a short fill, just because I know in a couple of days' time they're gonna taste better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always better waiting 24 to 48 hours after you've done. You can do it obviously after 30 minutes. Craig Campbell said I tried 3 milligram on the first half of a shift on Saturday night. That was changed back to 6 milligram after my break.
Boom, get in. Nick says he's on 0. If I see him, what was that little fucking thing you had? That blue pen?
There's a vape. What is it?
Is that the
Pen stick? Pen stick? Pod stick. That's it.
From Vaporesso.
From Vaporesso.
Wow.
It says 10 milligram in it, but it's almost gone, actually.
TBD, Jay thinks he's a Yeti.
That's right. You got it on the fucking head.
Tenacious Stanley, hey, brother.
So, go ahead.
Someone speak. Fucking hell.
What?
So, what do you think about all these new AIOs that are coming out?
I'm tired of them.
What?
Meh.
Yeah,
Meh.
they're perfect for you.
They're the next best thing.
It's the next pod. That's all it is. It's
Yeah,
just
but
the
but
next
it's
pod.
very customizable. You can you've got RBA sections, RTA sections, and all sorts of different bits and bobs going in them now.
They're even coming in now for the is it the Vupu one that they're actually making it so there's a 510 connection that goes in.
Yeah, the Vinci.
The Vinci.
But I feel sorry for anyone that bought the Vinci and then they've just released or announced the release of the Vinci X with an 18650. What a kick in the bollocks.
Yeah, they've released it.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's going to be funny as fuck, getting Stan on a fucking Modern Warfare.
Oh.
I haven't seen the 510 pod yet.
So it's just a pod bit with a 510 connection on, and it just goes on. You can put your own tank on there. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Boring.
What's the point of that?
I don't think it's that bad. And I'll tell you what, obviously, you talk about, I know we were talking about the Mart Tank, something that's such low wattage and giving you such great flavour and clouds. Something like that on there, you can have battery for days, aren't you?
Not really. It's a 40-watt device, right?
Yeah, but the thing about it is you can take an AT650 with you, can't you?
True say. Okay.
You can take one with you. See, one of the biggest things, obviously, with the pod systems like that is that they've only got like 400 mAh battery in them.
Yeah, but they only run at super low fucking power, don't they?
What was that pod system that Gailey and the girls were testing out the other night? It's got 1,000 mAh built-in battery.
It wasn't the IPV, was it?
No, it looks like a Me Pod.
Oh yeah, it did look like, yeah. I can't remember what it was called.
Was that the UL Mocha?
I don't know.
Takes the Caliburn coils.
Yeah, and that Coco or something.
Coco, something like that.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Sorry.
Alrighty then.
Just made me think of it. I don't know. I'm just, can we not have any more stupid pod type devices? Like, the more nicotine we have in people's systems, the harder it is for them to quit.
Oh fuck me! Here he goes, Dr. Nick.
I'm gonna criticize everyone for using nicotine now that I'm quitting nicotine.
Yeah, there's nothing.
All you people that use nicotine.
Oh yeah, the guy that used to fucking feed me fucking 50 milligrams.
I still can if you want. I can sell it to you, no problem.
Fuck you. Keep
Won't
that
use
shit.
it myself. But
Obviously,
I'm
try
just
and do your
saying,
drug dealings off a stream.
but what you don't understand though is like over here, 50 milligram for some people is like nothing. I shit you not.
Oh, the Vinci 70 watts. Sorry.
There's like, you know, the 21-year-old kids that are coming into the shop and they never smoked a cigarette a day in their life. They're asking me for 55, 60, 70 milligram. I'm like, why do you need that? And they do it sub-ohm through a Nord. They put it in a Nord with a 0.6 mesh coil and vape 50 plus.
Tell them to put the 0.8 mesh coil in it. It's better on battery life.
Yeah, they don't care about that. They want the buzz.
Why in the hell would somebody want to do that? See, that's the problem that you've got all over there, obviously, in the US, is where they've capped it here at it's 20 into, not 24. The biggest you can get. Well, they should be doing it over there. Fuck, it's 70 milligrams. Jesus. That would absolutely knock your noodle off.
I thought I started vaping on a high nicotine dose at 36 milligram.
Yeah, well, my dad did that. Mark did it.
36 freebase.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That'll feel like you got a fucking hippo on your chest. Fuck
They love
that
it, though.
shit, man. I
They
thought 24
absolutely
was
love
bad when I started.
They asked me for 60 plus. I'm like, why do you need that? You've never smoked a cigarette a day in your life.
Yeah, you should be talking them out of vaping altogether.
I try to, but what am I supposed to do? I can't deny someone something because I don't think they need it.
Yeah,
The only reason I could do that if I were a bartender and that they've had too many to drink already.
Just say they've had too much nicotine.
Well, you can
intake.
do. Obviously, if you're a bartender and they've had too much drink already, it's your actual. Obviously, I've had a public license myself. Now you've got a care and duty to them. If they've had too much to drink,
Yeah,
you're not, here in the UK, you're not allowed to serve them.
Oh yeah, same thing over here. We have ABC, the Alcoholic Beverage Commission.
ABC.
They send people in that pretend they're like smashed, and they try to get a drink. And if you don't cut them off or you don't say no, then they can get you in trouble.
I worked in town, obviously, as a DJ at the Urban, and that was like one of my jobs as well, to watch people. And if they were absolutely bollocks, then that was my job to be going, right, they need to be out. And that's what we used to do. We used to throw them out.
Alright, kids.
It's
stop
for their own
fuck off.
safety,
Fuck
though.
off.
Yeah, the thing is, obviously, you're going to get people who are boisterous, but if they're falling all around, and
What'd you do?
Not
Just
good for
kick them out?
let's get them out.
Just kick them out, yeah?
There's nothing else you can really do.
That's fucking excellent for health and safety there. You're pissed up as a fuck. Get out.
Well, the thing is, you'll be phoning
Right on the main road. Out you go.
You'll be phoning taxis every 5 minutes for everybody. That's not your job. Just get out the fucking doors.
Yeah, what you don't see, don't hurt. So if he gets run over because you've kicked him out, it's not not your problem.
Stan says, Nick, why don't you talk him into 24 milligram freebase?
Because we don't carry a lot of 24 milligram freebase. This is a vape shop with a finite amount of room, and the biggest seller is 3 milligrams. So, what are we gonna do? We keep most of our zeros in the back because no one ever buys it. But you know, we have to literally go on an adventure to search for 12 milligram flavors half the time. It's like, you know, we have tobaccos and such in 1218 and like the tiny little baby bottles of 24 milligrams or TPD size bottles of 24 milligram. But it just doesn't sell. 24 does not sell. You have like one random person will come in and ask for it, and that's it, you know. So
I think this obviously says a big thing of why you've got such a problem, isn't it? If you and why they're all kicking off about it, that these kids have got coming in there for, which obviously they're not kids, they're 21-year-olds, but when you've got young'uns coming in wanting to get off the noodle on nicotine at such a high level, 70 milligrams, I think I'd be dead. I feel like I were dying.
Notice how they're not banning or not restricting flavors. They're not restricting nicotine. They're restricting flavors. That's what I meant to say. So I just think that's really interesting how it has nothing to do with the nicotine part of it. It has everything to do with the flavor part of it.
Oh, that's what they're saying.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what they're saying. They're saying that flavors are the bad thing. And it's like, well, if flavors are the bad thing, then why do adults like flavors? Like, I don't understand. It's the nicotine that the kids want. They don't care about the flavors. And the proof of that is the diminishing supply of Juul pods around here. So last year they got rid of the actual flavors like fruit and mango and all that. Or was it this year? I don't even remember. It feels like it was forever ago. But in either case, like they got rid of their main core flavor group, you know, the fruity stuff and the desserty stuff. And then we were left with mint, menthol, and tobacco. So now they are getting rid of mint and they're moving on to menthol. And once they get rid of menthol, because it's inevitable, because there's menthol bans now happening in the States, they're going to move on to tobacco. Kids are going to come in and buy Virginia tobacco, 5%, and just rip them.
Like what Vic just said, it's a way to slowly to collapse the US industry. Ban the flavors. Oh, the kids are still vaping. Ban everything. See ya.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's got a fucking point. They should have just capped the nicotine levels. This is what we've all said from the beginning. They've done it here. It could have easily been implemented over there.
Yeah,
and then
they don't listen to the UK.
but then they wouldn't have been introduced to that 50 milligram buzz that they're all trying to chase.
Right. But we don't listen to the UK. We don't even. Our Surgeon General rejected the Royal College of Physicians study. Did you know that? He's like, oh well, that wasn't even really a study. It was just a bunch of guys that like kind of guesstimated a number. That's basically what he said.
Knob. That's all I got to say.
Right, but that's all everyone's saying, and that doesn't get anything done. You know, we need to get him out. The fact that our Surgeon General doesn't care about health, like very obviously, is a big issue.
Start the revolution.
Yeah, that's a massive issue. It's like Stan saying there, it's the land of the free when it's really not the land of the free, is it? It's the land of the free until they tell you can't do something.
Yeah, of course it's not. Land of the free and all that shit.
There's nothing on about the fact of what I don't know if you know this, Nick, or if anybody does in chat. What's the percentage of children starting to smoke now in the US?
What, kids?
Yeah.
They're at the lowest rate they've ever been. And same with adult smokers, too. It's the lowest rate that they've ever been. According to certain studies that these people are bringing out have sample sizes of like, well, what we talked about on vapes too. It was a sample size of like 10,000 high school kids, but the response rate was 66%. So only 2/3 of those kids even answered the questions. And out of those 2/3, you had, I think, I forget the raw number, but it was something in the area of like 17% of them use nicotine products on a daily basis. So it's like 66% of 10,000 would be roughly 6,600, and 17% of those used nicotine products. It's not 17% of 10,000, it's 17% of 6,600. So they can make up these scary numbers and skew the data around to make it seem more of a problem than it actually is and get away with it. They completely get away with it. They go up to state houses and they say their piece, and the people go, "Oh my God, 17% of high school students are vaping." It's like, no.
And that's the horrible thing as well, is the massive amount of fake news. I know we banged on about it loads before. I read another study the other day about how many other people had died from it all, and then as it goes down, it then mentions the THC pods, and it just doesn't work out. Just doesn't work out.
This whole thing is about THC, bootleg THC cartridges, and there's been like multiple big busts on like people that are carrying more than 100,000 cartridges that are completely black market and bootleg, and not a word gets out to a major local news network. Like, they're not talking about this on the national news. They're talking about this on the local news, and we just happen to hear about it. But like, there was a drug operation going on, and I believe it was Minnesota, where a mother was renting out an apartment for her kids and their girlfriend, and they were manufacturing this oil in this apartment, and all of them got busted, and they had over like $300,000 or some no, it was like 1.3 million. I think it was some like huge number like that worth of these cartridges, and I don't think it made national news at all. I think it was just kind of a flash in the pan sort of thing. It was just boop, oh yep, drug bust. Local news station reported it. That was it. Not Time magazine doing a whole freaking article on it. You know, like, what the hell?
It's like what you said. If you've got your own your medical, is it the Attorney General? Is it the medical one?
Surgeon General.
Surgeon General. If you've got something like that, not even looking at the real scientific of it, you've got to just look at the UK. There's 3.6 million vapors in the UK, and there's not been one death to do with vaping. Now, us as reviewers, we vape more than a standard person would vape, because you're constantly testing. I vape more than most people vape out there. I've never actually felt better. I have less colds. I have less, you know what I mean? I'm not coughing crap up. You can feel it in you. I haven't got holes in my lungs. I haven't got all the bits and bobs. So
feels it right in him.
This isn't, yeah, bung. There.
I've got nothing in my bung.
No stopper, no little.
There's nothing here in his bung hole.
Well, not now they're in. Anyway, after Sunday dinner.
Bung holio.
The problem that we're facing now is we all thought this was about health. It was never about health, ever. Not since day one was any of this about health. The FDA doesn't give a shit about health. They want to make money. Everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants to get the funding for next year so that they have the same big budget. They don't care about health. The more they spend, the more they can make the next time around. So you got to think of that. Like, if a campaign, a campaign for tobacco-free kids and, all these other, like, funded big things, big anti-vaping organizations. Thanks for that, Jay.
Cheers, man. A good beer.
if those guys need funding, they're gonna do fund drives and whatnot for
But the
it.
thing
and
is, the
they're
people
gonna
that are
get that
funding
money.
them, the people that are funding them are the big tobacco.
Of course.
That's what it is. And a certain percentage of that has got to be used against, like, helping people to quit. But only 9% of the actual funding is only being used for that. Everything else is just going to other shit. And what they're doing, they're getting it in bonds, and they're fucking cashing in the bonds. And then when it comes to, like, pay money back to the big tobacco companies and this shit and the other, they can't afford to do that. So what do? They go to the fucking parent lobbyist groups and say, right, we've got to fucking put a fucking nail in this coffin. We need to fucking make vaping bad, get people smoking again and all that shit. That's what it all...
Another guess who's been buying the bonds?
Go on.
Big Tobacco. Big Tobacco, apparently, I can't remember, I don't know if it was Vic's show or somebody's show I was watching. It might have been, I don't know if it was Stu. The Big Tobacco have bought the bonds and then wanted to cash them in about 6-7 months ago.
Fucking hell.
They get credit. They get credits from the government every year.
Yeah.
Like the government pays them. Basically,
But this is why it's a state-by-state thing. You know who's in the worst state, like Michigan and whoever else it is, because, like, it's all done state by state. It's not done as a whole country. That's why there's only certain things happening in certain states.
and it's the highest paid states. If you look at the master settlement recipients, Michigan was like number 1, and New York was like number 2 or 3. So, weird.
You've got to be looking at it as well. I know you said it were Big Tobacco, but your farmers got to be proper reeling as well. Your patches, your gums, your sprays, also like your health insurance people. Everybody there must be reeling. The figures last year over in the UK was that the farm, on your gums, your patches, and all that, they were 30% down. And that's massive for people to be down on patches, gums, and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
30% of pharmaceuticals down.
They're not fucking cheap neither, let me tell you. Like, Nicorette, like, for a packet of chewing gum was, like, probably 20 quid for a week's course or whatever it was. Like,
And it were on this show, if you remember, I think it might have been about a year back, we were on about this, and we were asking if kids under age of 16 can get it, and they can.
but that
Not under age of 16, sorry, under 18. 16-year-olds can buy that gum with nicotine in it.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we talked about this time and time again. But before we end the show, I want to end it on a slightly higher note here. We're a couple weeks away from Christmas. Well, all the festivals, Festivus kind of holidays here. We've got Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, everything all in 1 week, basically. So,
Kwanzaa.
Threw him off.
No comment. So I wanted to get some ideas for gift giving. We did something like this on the stew, but I wanted to hear some ideas for gift giving. I'd say come up with something like high budget, medium budget, low budget for someone that's looking to quit. Maybe something like a full-blown mod setup, a all-in-one or pod or something like that, and then like something small. So who wants to start?
Jay.
Fucking hell,
Okay.
didn't even let me do research.
Oh, you have to research this? You work at a vape shop.
Yeah? Okay. So, budget. I would say a good starter kit would be, less decent, it's got to be the UL Caliburn. Easy to use. You can run high VG in there, 50-50. It does all the shebang. It covers all areas. Bang. Good start. Under £30.
There you go.
Yeah. I've done mine. Moving on. Aiden.
I thought you're supposed to have a high end
Fuck
one.
off, mate. Go on.
You could just do one if you want. It's fine.
Let me think.
Thinking now, what would I have? If you want to do sort of like I always say the same kit. I've always said it for years and years. You can't beat a Coolfire 4 and a Nautilus 2 tank if somebody's coming off the stinkers. Obviously, you're getting that Marta lung. I think that's a perfect setup. And especially now with the Nick salts coming out, they can get a little bit of boost. It's a little bit more smoother than the freebase. So I've always said that, but there has been some other bits of pod systems that have come out that I think are pretty good. But yeah, I'll go for that.
So that's kind of a middle tier one, I would say. So I guess I'll go for a higher tier. As far as a full-blown mod setup, you know, if you want to buy someone something really nice, if they already have a mod that it's just dead, if you want to replace their Alien 220 watt, then I would definitely go for the Aegis. And to be honest, I would probably go with the normal Aegis, not the Aegis X, like the Aegis Legend series. They make some really cool colors now for it, and the Zeus edition is also a thing. So you can either get the original with the Cerberus tank, you can get the Zeus edition, which has the Zeus tank on top, or you could get the X, which is got the original Cerberus tank, but it's got a ginormous screen. I like the button and screen placement on the original, so I'm gonna go with the original. And there's like a brownish color that looks actually really cool. So that's the one I would want for me at least.
Obviously, I said about the Nautilus. If you didn't get the Nautilus and you wanted to spend a little tudgy, a little bit more, and it's not that dear, this has been absolutely corking. I really love this mouth to lung tank. It's the Steam Crave Glass mouth to lung. Absolute corker. If you obviously rebuilding, if you didn't want to stock coil, this is absolutely brilliant, and it is really a proper mouth to lung. And you've got that extender. It's not a glass. It's obviously the stainless steel. Absolutely brilliant. Really good.
Mike, could you possibly give us a good rebuildable sort of device that you think is really good right now?
Well, for a budget rebuildable, I'd have to go with that Ambitions mod.
Oh yeah, this one, the Mech Life.
Yep, Mech Life. You know, it's cheap as chips. It performs well.
Does a job.
Yeah.
I would have thought you'd have gone for something like the Keen or the Dreamer, seeing as we've got standing there.
Ooh, shots fired.
With the dripper, I'd still recommend the Bonza or the what's it called, Cosmonaut.
Bonds are so easy to use.
Yeah.
So fucking easy. Cheap enough to buy. Decent flavour. Decent clouds.
I think you can pick a Bonza up for under 20 quid nowadays.
Ah, amazing.
You know, so I mean, for a mod and an RDA, you're talking what, 60 quid, and that's a complete mech setup.
The original Goon nowadays, you can get that for about 9 quid, can't you?
Ah, fuck that Goon shit.
But no, with starter kit wise, I still recommend people go for the T20. So, you know, the amount of people I've put onto that and they've quit the stinkies.
What, the Endurer, Innokin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sell quite a few of them.
And normal mods, I still swear by Asmodus. I love Asmodus mods.
They're fucking good.
They are. I mean, I've got the Minikin V2 here. I've got the Minikin V3 in the cupboard.
You got the boost as well, ain't you, still?
No, I gave that to my sister.
The 1.5, that was a good mod. I like that.
Yeah, I gave that one to my sister.
I'll tell you another starter kit that we've been using, both of us, is the PAL 2. I know a lot of people are not really into Tony B, but the PAL 2 and the PAL Pro, especially, it goes up to 22 watts. That, if you've got the 0.7 ohm coil in, but if you've just got the normal 1 ohm coil in there, it just only goes to 13.5. But it is really good.
Good device.
I think you can get them now for about 21 quid.
I think it's better than the AFAN. The AFAN's nice, but like I said,
I do like it.
When you put a fucking brand new fully charged, when you put a fully charged battery in there, it don't regulate the power properly, and it burns your fucking coil.
I never had a problem with that.
Pisses me off.
Another one as well, the Blitz Realm. That's really nice. And the thing that I like about that is the shape of the pod as well. It's more of a sort of like a square-looking pod in it, which is quite nice. I like that one.
But yeah,
I think the only pod system I've actually got on with has been that Aspire one.
What, the AVP?
Yeah.
Load of cack.
I actually got on well with that one.
I hated it.
I hated the Me pod.
Me pod was sick.
Hated that.
Lou didn't really get on it. The mouth to lung pods that we got with it, you know, when they first come out, they were all right, but Lou didn't quite get on with it.
Battery life for days, bruv. Seriously. That's a big thing for me. Battery life. Definitely.
And I'll keep banging on about it, but I promise you, if you people wanted something that's going to give you battery life and a nice little neat tank, this Mark from Sigelli is really, really, really good. I can't tell you how good it is. For a sub-ohm at 30 watts and you've got it on a Joule 18650, you're talking 2 to 3 days.
Bruv, I've got one of them in my bag. Like,
Mate,
my work
get it
bag.
out. It is
No,
absolutely
it's in my
corky.
work bag. I take it to work with me. So I don't always pod. I do sub-ohm at least
that tank
once a
you
day.
showed me before the show is pretty sweet, Jay.
What, the MD?
Yeah.
So I have to agree with TBD there. The AVP with the mesh pod is a winner.
Boom.
But have you tried anything else?
Not since I bought the AVP about
See?
7 months ago, no.
Colette got the PAL 2 Pro for $14.99. Absolute steal.
You can't see it, but just under the coil, there's a little plate. And you can take that plate out, and it's got different size holes just under there. You can pop that plate out, and it's got different holes, so you can make it tighter or looser. And then, obviously, you've got the airflow on the side. Real good. So you can actually really customize the tightness of the drawer on this. And tight is fucking tight. Really tight. Vic would love it. He likes a tight drawer. Well, he used to.
A lot of people are saying just going a little bit off the subject here. A lot of people are saying about Swankin's dead. You know, we went through that sort of like, especially like mid 2018 up to probably beginning of 2019.
Yeah.
Swankin with everything that came out was Swankin.
Fucking hell, Mike.
What?
He just lifted and done a wet one.
Did he? I didn't hear it. Oh.
Oh, shit.
Swankin's dead. I know mouth to lungs have sort of like made the comeback as well over the last year. What do you think about that? Is Swankin dead? Is mouth to lungs dead? What's going to be the new thing? Is it the AIOs that are going to take over?
The AIOs for this year. Squonkin's not dead. If you're in that circle, Squonkin's very much alive. Definitely.
Squonking, I'm going to disagree.
What? Squonkin's dead?
Squonking's dead.
No.
Squonking's dead again.
No,
okay?
but people in the Squonking circles that buy them for things, they're pretty much keeping it alive.
Squonking comes around every few years.
So does MTL. Look at me. I've been vaping
Well, yeah.
8 years in January.
Everything is circular.
I think the mouth to lung though has got a lot better. You know, like obviously like Steam Crave and a lot of tanks have come out. The mouth to lung RTAs and stuff. I think they've been a lot better than they have been in previous years.
Yeah, that's the thing. Things are improving.
It's mainstream dead. There you go. Oh my God!
Cheers,
John
mate.
is savage.
Which one's
Christmas, Kelvin and crew.
Kelvin and crew. That's you. You're Kelvin.
Oh yeah.
Bloody good Sicilian lemon. Done it again.
Oh man. On that note.
I think, John, obviously, thank you very much for your 20 knocks.
20 knocks.
Can you actually say which one's Kelvin, please?
Fuck off, mate. Oh, cause you...
Vapory. I really want to know.
Yeah, because you want it to be me and not you.
So I want it to be
Yeti.
you and not me.
You're a prick. Oh, shit.
Both of
Custard
you.
cream's out.
He's the one with a fucking bottle bigger than 500 milliliters. Oh, shit.
Should have been watching when I was in shower.
Please not me. Please not me. Please not me. Please not me. Please not me.
Irish says nothing in vaping is ever dead. Vaping is like Keith Richards. You always think he's dead, then he pops back up.
I think you're right. Vapory, big love, bro. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's sort of... I'm not a big swanker. I think it's... I over swank all the time. You know, because it's one of the things you just have to keep squeezing it. It's
Not a professional squonker though, are you?
I'm not now.
Squeeze
I want
it.
an auto
Keep
swanker.
squeezing. Just keep squeezing. Just keep squeezing.
It's all right when you've got like a top airflow, but it's no good if you've got a bottom airflow one, is it? Because it just pisses out everywhere.
It can be messy. Same as dripping can be messy.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to admit, I've got quite a few squonkers in the cupboard. I ain't used them for ages.
Well, I was using the light for quite a while. I quite like the light. I was using that for quite a while. But it goes obviously into a single 21700 mod. I didn't really use it that much into that, but
I never had a problem with the fucking 80-watt pulse, to be fair. Very good mod. Single coil, recurve on there, 40 watts all day long.
I love it when cats are like, he's like, why have you picked me up? I just want to sit down, just leave me alone.
Yeah, no, I had the
He
pulse
loves
80
it.
for
See above the clouds.
Nice one, man.
pulse
All
80
right.
lasted about a week with me, and then I sold it on.
Yeah, I'm not
He says-
I'm not a big Swanky fan.
She's my alarm. She says, pay attention to me. Show's over.
Squonking is a bit like Mike. 1 minute you think he's dead, and then he comes back to life. Drops that one-liner. Oh, shit. You all look like Calvin. Quality, what a
You can't
legend.
really knock him either because he's giving us knocks.
That was 100 knocks.
100 knocks. That was like £5.
Fucking hell.
Thank you, dude. Even if it's a quid, thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers,
Thanks for
man.
the insult.
Oh, shit.
Pay attention because I will be doing a stream over on my channel in 1 hour.
That's it. Be fucking demanded. Pay attention, people.
Well, I am the teacher, right?
Yeah, you are.
I'll be streaming on my channel in about an hour, and after that, we'll be doing some gaming. I think Jay wants to play Call of Duty.
Call of
With
Rage.
Stan.
Call of Rage.
Stan wants to play some Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So does Demo Vapes, actually. He is buying Call of Duty as well, so we can run with some noobs.
I can't wait
Are
for
you playing it on
Christmas.
PC, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Cross-platform, boy. Bang on.
So, Nick, there's a question for you in chat.
What is 100 in Cockney slang? I don't know. I know what it is in Welsh.
Cunt.
Yeah,
Cunt,
it's
cunt,
cunt.
cunt, cunt,
It's like
cunt.
it's C-A-N-T.
That's can't.
It's kind of like that, technically, but yeah. But it's funny because it sounds like cunt.
Well, to be honest, if I try and go anywhere near my wife's one, that's what she says. Can't.
Oh, shit.
All right, who's saying bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, we will be doing the show next week. Hopefully, Mo will be back. Mo's just away for a little while. We'll not go into that. And then the week after, he will be we'll be doing our Christmas special, where we're all going to get dressed up.
Get fucked.
What?
You
I'm
are?
getting dressed up.
You are?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting dressed up.
So is Mike.
Mike, you've got to get dressed up.
Right, at the very least, you need to get a black Santa's hat that says Bar Humbug on it. At the
Yeah.
very
That's,
least.
that's doable.
Right, cool.
With a Baphomet on it.
That's definitely doable.
Yeah, cool.
There you go.
I'll send you a link to one.
Okay.
Cool.
Perfect.
I like the way he's going to send a link and not actually send a fucking hat.
No, fucking not. Bruv, you can hear me when I'm walking down the street. I'm that tight, I squeak.
Mike could be a gnome.
Also, just a little cheeky plug on my side as well. I have been voted in the top 10 of the eSig Click Awards for Reviewer of the Year, which is pretty nice. Thank you very much, everybody. If you can go over and just give us a little bit of a vote, if you can find it in your heart, it's in the last bit of the polls. It'd be really, really nice. Thank you very much.
Woo!
Medusa.
Ruby Red.
Make that one later.
And yes, as Nick says, I will be streaming over on my Twitch, and it's twitch.tv/J_LVC. Jump over there. I need some supporters. I need to get up to 50. Come and help me. Come and watch me rage. Come and see how shit I actually am. Although people have told me I've been improving, but I don't see it myself. But yeah, I think they're just being kind.
We'll see how it goes.
I
Jay,
used to
hit
be
the
ace at that
button.
when I was a kid.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. It's been awesome as ever. Thank you very much to the spanners in chat. Thank you very much for everyone joining us today and having your input. Like we always say it, the show is nothing without you guys. Keep it up.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.
Piss flaps.
Did you click the Did you click the button? We'll have to wait and find out.
Not yet. I'm doing it now.
Oh, great.
Done.
And click.
I'm lying. We still haven't done it.
Oh my God.